Now this works the same for leading tone chords, and this is one of my all-time favorite music theory tricks. If you want to get to another key, just throw a big leading tone on there and you're going to be into the next key. Let's do this again, but let's turn it into a leading tone chord. So we have 1. Now if I want this to be a leading tone chord to A, I need a G sharp, but G sharp's going to be my root now. So let's get rid of these other notes. So G sharp. Now remember, I need a fully diminished chord, so I need minor thirds all the way up. So I need a G sharp, I need a B. Let's put a B there. I need B to D is a minor third, so I need a D, and then I need a D to F. So that makes a fully diminished chord right there. So what's going to work best in my bass? A B would be good. Oh yeah, B works. Okay, so that puts that gives me a 6/5 inversion, which is cool. We're okay with that. So that means we're going to go. This is going to be 7. Oops. Diminished 6/5. Getting pretty complex now. Of 6. Let me get my line in there. Let's make that a little bit longer because we have a huge named chord. And then here we have a 6 chord. So 1 to 7 fully diminished 6/5 of 6 to 6. Okay? Here we go. Sounds pretty good, right? Sounds like a pretty natural modulation. Now the reason it probably sounds pretty good is this is a relatively easy one, going to 6, right? Let's try it going to 2. That's going to be a little bit tougher, right? So let's take this first chord. Let's go out to here. So 1. Now I'm going to put out here, I'm going to put a D chord. Here's 2. Oops. D, F, A. Okay? This will be a little bit tougher modulation, or tonicization, I should say. We're going to make 2 feel like tonic. Okay? And we're going to use a leading tone to do it. Now check this out. C sharp to D. Just chromatic right up through there. We're just going to bulldoze right up into D. C sharp is our leading tone, so if we're going to do a leading tone chord, that's going to be our root, right? So I need minor thirds all the way up. C sharp to E, to G, to B flat. Let's put that down there. Okay, that's going to be our leading tone, fully diminished chord up to D. This one should sound a little rougher. That means that this chord is going to sound edgy and dissonant, but it's going to resolve well to the next chord. Not bad. I don't think my resolutions were great here. So my 7th is here. That should go down to that A. There we go. Well, now I've got triads. But let's hear that again. That was a little bit better. We heard this 7th fall down to that A. Felt a little more comfortable. Okay, and let's put our numbers on there. So we have 1 and 2. And then here we have 7 fully diminished but root position of, actually I could just go like this, 2. 7 fully diminished of 2. Let's clean this up, getting a little... Yeah, I like to keep things a little tidy. There we go. 7 fully diminished of 2, right? And then into 2. Great. Okay. Now, let's dive into an example. I have a fun example lined up, so let's go into it next.